are you?
We're here with Richard Schaefer. Richard, got to commend you for the card you're putting up this Saturday. Just talk to us about it. What can we expect, man? What can the fans expect?
Well, you know what we can expect always when Santa Cruz and Mars fight is fireworks. It's must-see TV. In all the fights they had, there was never a boring Santa Cruz fight, and there was never a boring Mars fight. You want to move out of the speaker?
No, we're good. We're good.
Right, okay, good. So there was never a boring fight. They're multiple time, I think 6-7 time world champions, 3 different weight classes, 2 of the most accomplished fighters today in the sport, and people love them because they know it's action.
And when Santa Cruz and Mars fight, it's always an action-packed fight, but they're not fighting each other. There's some kind of verbal or tentative deal for March, and how solid is that, given that they both come victorious this Saturday?
Yes, you're right. They're not fighting each other, but they're fighting other fellow Mexicans. And when you have Mexican against Mexican, there is a lot at stake. There's a lot of pride. With Avalos, Santa Cruz is fighting somebody who is obviously an underdog. Let's not kid ourselves, but who knows as well that this is his last chance. He had a chance against Frampton for a world title. It didn't work out his way, and here he has another chance, and he is going to try to make the best out of it. I know he trained hard and he's ready. He's in the best shape he can be. With Santa Cruz, you know, when you do fight somebody where you are such an overwhelming favorite, you never know. Do you skip maybe a few rounds in sparring or run a little bit less in the morning? So suddenly fights which are supposed to be very wide become very narrow, and that's when surprises happen. And the same is exactly true with Mars and Gutierrez. Now with Gutierrez, this is a real fight, and that might be the fight of the night. Gutierrez is 26 fights, 25 wins. He is like 23 or 24 years young, substantially younger than Abner, hungry, had an opportunity earlier this year to fight Carl Frampton in Ireland, made the weight, was at the weigh-in, went home to the hotel, took the shower, slipped in the shower, and had cuts all over his face, and he couldn't fight. So he sort of like was let down. He was ready for Frampton, and now he gets another chance, another bite at the apple. So I know he is going to be fired up and ready. And if both win, the plan would be to have Mars and Santa Cruz fight sometime in March.
How solid is that deal? Is that verbal?
Pretty
is that
solid.
A verbal agreement?
You can ask the fighters themselves. You know, if a fighter says, "I want to fight you," and the other guy says, "I want to fight you," and then usually fights happen.